Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We're on Twin Beaches. Playing today, spawning down the bottom, we have kkimmu with US forces. Starting out with 2 scouts. Interesting capping order here as well, sending the second scout out over to this side rapidly. Letting this rifle connect the point. Playing eastern from the top is momo4sho with Wehrmacht. Start out with double pios. Pretty common, especially against US forces. Gives you that extra bit of capping power to try to keep up with them in the early game. In terms of ranks, Momo, I think around 35 and kkimmu in the high 40s. It's a pretty even match, and as you can probably tell from the replay link, this is a long one. Might be the longest COH3 game I've cast so far, I'm not sure. Must be close. Two grenadiers. I think usually with Wehrmacht early on, you don't really want to go for a machine gun against US forces, especially with how popular like multi-scout or Pathfinder builds are at the moment. It's just too easy for the US player to use the long-range vision on the scouts and nullify your machine gun. So you want to be sure that you're not going to be facing off against like 4 Pathfinders in the early game, in which case your machine gun's going to be completely useless. So if he saw some riflemen, he's like, okay, I'm up against rifles, so I'll build a machine gun now. There's a second scout down here, but 2 scouts manageable. Runs that squad off with the assistance of the pios. Pios can maybe do a bit of capping down the corner. Rifleman taking control of the fuel on the hill. A good use of the pio vision here, combine that with the machine gun. Only managed to get 1 burst on though, so they're going to come out of suppression real soon. The pios are going to lose this fight. Rifleman on the hill assisting as well. I think it would have been ideal if Momo was like about 3 range further forwards with the machine gun. I think kkimmu probably could have stayed in that fight, I'm not sure. Didn't look too bad for him, but he gets out of there. Does have healing coming up, so maybe he's trying to play economical with his manpower.
Keep your distance. Orders have been carried out.
Looks like the Pio's got chased off on the other side by some riflemen.
Commander, starting ISC upgrades.
Oh, we're jumping into the mid buildings. Jumping out so he can do max damage. Oh wow, early smoke and flares unlocked on that scout.
Territory lost. That's it. Point size.
It's going to be a 2-2-1 for Momo. Hitting this at a pretty fast timing too, considering the fuel time nerf we got a couple patches ago. Flare up as well. Probably sees the machine gun back there. There's a rifle squad flanking. Has to get out. Can take a lot of territory up here, but oh, flamer pops. Forces the rifleman away thanks to that. Definitely, to this point, kkimmu has had better fuel control. He's had a complete lockdown on his fuel. Better control of this and harassing this, so pretty common to have this happen in the early game against US forces. Let's see what the 2-2-1 can do. We've got bars coming online. No grenades, but guessing Momo doesn't want to take that risk of taking a snare, potentially slowing down his vehicle, and maybe even like losing it to another rifle with
Munitions point is being attacked.
another AT grenade. So he's playing it safe. Sees bars though, so that's a confidence booster. Knows, okay, I'm not going to be up against a Greyhound anytime soon,
We've lost control of a sector.
at the very least, so I can afford to be aggressive, maybe till about the 8-minute mark with this 221 and not have to worry about counters.
A fuel point is being seized
Oh, there
by
is
the enemy.
a weapon support
Supplies are
center
cut
up.
off. We have holes in our front line.
Maybe there's going to be a quad coming out here shortly. Okay, Momo went for Luftwaffe, dropped in some Fallschirmjäger. So I have 2 Grenadiers to merge into it with. Hasn't gone for the officer's quarters from his tier 1, so he doesn't have healing quite yet. He's going for officer's
One of
quarters
our
from
sectors is now in
the
enemy
Luftwaffe
hands.
company, okay. You see that? I imagine he's planning to go for a flak as well. And the flak does work pretty well against
Commander,
the
we've
M3
lost
half
the
tracks,
sector.
but he goes for a 75 with M3. That's a little bit of a surprise. Oh!
Captain and his retinue have been reported killed in action.
Wow, nice mine. 75mm M3 comes down here. You got to remember to put it on prioritized vehicles if you're upgrading it. If you build it like straight with the mechanized support center, I think it comes out on prioritized vehicles, but if you upgrade it,
Near our victory point.
it doesn't, so got to remember to re-engage that.
Rifleman squad deployed.
There he goes, gets a shot, and Momo a little bit slow to react. And that's mega dead.
Victory point is
Good
under enemy
roll on
control
there.
now.
The only way Momo could have survived if he was mechanized and could pop the smoke. But that was not the case.
We've
It's
been
a fight over here, though.
granted vehicle production.
Gonna get control of those muni points. And we have seen a 4th bar squad come online for Kimu. No double bars on any of these riflemen yet. He's locked into armored. Dodges away quickly after the first shot. Machine guns coming up. Is he dropping in another
Losing
Fallschirmjäger?
our capture point.
Yep. Suppression kicking in there. No barrage on this anymore, so
Territory sector
can
claimed
have
by
a bit
the
more
enemy.
confidence in that machine gun's position, and now Fallschirmjäger getting some out of combat healing going.
An M8 Scott has arrived. The enemy is stealing our munitions point.
Some big time ambushing going here. The double Fallschirmjäger kind of shredding these riflemen. Riflemen pop forward on them, but they're already too low.
Enemy activity near our munitions point.
Flamer rolling up, trying to nullify this cover, but there is the Scott.
Riflemen are being upgraded with grenade packages. They've pushed us off
Pretty
the
common to
sector.
see double Scots these days. And they, you know, they're pretty good after that buff they got. On them active. Trying to merge in, but
We can just
dropping too
we have
fast.
vehicles ready to be
Drops
dispatched
into
to
the
front.
building. This could maybe be a pyro wipe. Dodges the grenade. Looked like the bars were, or the bar, he's still only got 1 bar on that one. Was actually reloading when the pyro was jumping out of the building, so it was
Losing it.
fortunate for Momo. They're
Victory
going up.
point now under enemy control.
Spots one Fallschirmjäger. Chasing them off with that. Machine gun pushes up. Gets out of there anyway. I suppose the squad was inside the capture circle. The pilot would have to stay there for quite a long time. I think it was alright. Okay, has paradropped in an LG-40 here. It's got instant vet 1. So it definitely helps plug the halt from Luftwaffe not having access to an AT gun.
Where the hell did they come from?
Luftwaffe company, that is. Otherwise you have to go for like Jaeger Shreks. And
Contact, heavy MG!
they're not always that good against the Scots. Have trouble getting a range sometimes, and he's already invested so much into the double Fallschirmjäger. Difficult to afford that kind of manpower upkeep. Fallschirmjäger rolling in from the side here. The Scots there though getting some solid hits in. He's avoiding retreating though, can out of combat heal, just needs a bit of time out of combat. Momo has got the mid bunker up now, just completed it looks like, so you know, eventually in the late game going to have the manpower discounts and the casualty clearing from the mid bunker. Does set him up well for a long game with a lot of infantry playing, which seems to be what he's leaning into here. And that's really one of the only ways you can keep up with US forces if you've got the double manpower cheats like that. You want to go infantry versus infantry.
The enemy is stealing our munitions point. We've lost a territory sector.
Okay, he's got Panzer Company up, Momo. Overall, I feel like the Scot hasn't been that good. I feel like he could have been applying more pressure with it, if I'm honest. Seems like it's had quite a lot of time just out of combat doing not much. So that's definitely a relief for Momo.
Point is no longer under our control.
Hasn't been suffering that much bleed against it. And now he's going for a Stalemate. Oh, friendly fire though. That was a nasty hit from the Scot. I was surprised the MG even had an angle on him there, but does eventually get behind the sight blocker. He's just blasting his own squad with that Scot.
Forces are converging on a fuel point.
Roll through the middle of the map. Very difficult to do if you don't have anti-garrison playing through the middle of the map. Does have that 75mm M3 somewhere. I think its barrage will be off cooldown by now. If you're trying to go into the middle of the map, gotta come ready. Make sure your unit's like there, ready to blast whatever's in the building if you're trying to push through here. You know, reacting to it might be too slow. By the time your vehicle gets across there and starts the barrage. The squad might already be too low to continue fighting. Thought I might have seen those Fallschirmjäger Fausting there, but it's just a reload animation. And there we go. Stalemate enforcing a retreat.
Permission granted. Sherman EZ-8 vehicle production.
Coming into the tank phase.
Get those tank traps into position.
It will be ideal for, yeah, it's got the sweeper. Make sure you're not going to hit any mines as you're just going about your business. This is a good idea. Scott coming up. What is it doing? Oh, saw the Grenadiers. Coming across here for the Stalemate, and they don't have a Faust, of course. Wow, what? This is some of the worst Scott play I've seen. Here he comes. But we are coming up to like the 15-ish minute mark. Well, he hasn't gone for that many vehicles. He hasn't had control of that midfield too much, but he definitely would be thinking, okay, vehicles could be coming online here shortly. So this is maybe the time for the Scot to start getting conservative. Almost gone for a second LG40 as well.
One of our munitions points is being neutralized.
So far though, the LG40s, I don't know if they've landed a single shot on either the 75mm M3 or the Scott.
Contact.
Lots of phosphorus in there. Barrett rifle poured on them and a grenade. Looks like they're going to beat the Stormtrooper. It's a close one. End up close. Gonna survive. I believe this phosphorus no longer slows units that are inside it. So it's easier to avoid these days.
Improved vehicle production is in. All vehicles are now cheaper to produce. They've pushed us off a sector.
Okay, P4 hitting the field now for Momo.
Incoming.
That ambush bonus going. Those Fallschirmjäger
Enemy contact.
knocking them out pretty fast.
Check the line.
Scott does have to be cautious as well because those Fallschirmjäger got that ultra long-range Panzerfaust.
A Sherman EZ-8 has arrived.
Very hard to avoid. .75mm M3 here, and here comes the EZ-8.
Commander,
Did
we're
go
losing
for a
territory.
tank depot, so he's built this. Not waiting for the call in. He's also gone for the
We
activatable
lost the
healing
territory sector.
on tanks. So no recovery vehicle shenanigans this game.
The enemy have taken territory from us.
Does mean that maybe you can then only run like one engineer. Use it primarily for sweeping. If you ever take, you know, a big chunk of damage, you can just pop this. There's not that much for you just being your munitions on in the armored battle group in the first place, so it's alright.
Look, boys, fresh boots.
Have a look, see if he's got any other upgrades on his
Engineers have been
squads. Not yet.
Get to him. Ready up.
I think if you're building tank depot, you're not that likely to go for, you know, infantry upgrades before the EZ-8 comes out. But if you're stalling for a call-in, then you're much more likely to go for those upgrades. But maybe they'll come online here shortly. Double LG40 is actually landing on the 75mm M3, but maybe they lost the arc on it. Either way, that was some rubbish 75mm M3 control. Not good. Double LG40s do get forced away. That's the green light for kkimmu to come in here. Ooh. Don't know about that phosphorus barrage. That was a weird one. So Momo got the instant vet 1 on his Panzer 4 now. So he's gone for the officer's quarters.
A victory point has fallen into enemy control.
Actually, we're going to try and sneak around.
One of our sectors is now in enemy hands.
So far Momo ahead in the KD, but not by a huge amount. Is behind on the victory points.
Victory points under their control. Act
And has the
now.
triple cap cooking right now. But yeah, map control looking pretty good from Momo. Still has double scouts, so
Territory point
kkimmu
is
should
no
be able to
longer
recover the
under our
map
control.
very quickly though. Softening them up on the way in there. Almost got a second P4 now. No 75mm M3 to back up the EZ-8. Does make this a little bit dangerous for kkimmu. Usually get rush down, especially if like the AT guns get some volleys off on his vehicles. That will be the green light for Momo to charge in with the 2-on-1. Try to merge in, looks like out the back. Here come the P4s, but they get off to a bad start. A few bounces and misses. Bars get themselves in a little bit of trouble. There he goes. Emergent, healing. Here's the second easy 8. Momo's pushing forwards. The LG4 is a little bit further back. Here they come, though. They do have rather dreadful penetration.
Enemy movement near victory point.
P4s are rolling in, but they're missing and bouncing all over the show. Run straight into an anti-tank grenade. That P4's in major trouble and is dead. Ouch. Not a good start there for Mo. But there he goes. Lands a couple shots. Maybe he can get the Scott kill. Oh, attack round. A little bit too slow, though. Definitely worth trying to crush that. You don't know if your opponent's going to get a recovery vehicle or not. You know they're definitely armored because they've gone for the easy 8, so you want to make sure you're killing off those wrecks until you've seen what they're using. And it looks like he is using that ability right now to out of combat repair everything up. So he's back and he's ready to go again. Definitely these LG40s, you know, they don't have very good penetration. It's holding Momo back right now. So many bounces. And the P4s having a bit of a bad go of things as well. But yeah, those LG40s are definitely awkward. Don't have very good accuracy for them to be good against light vehicles, and then don't have very good penetration, so they don't scale against tanks very well either. Double easy 8s making a bit of a move here. Looking for the Fallschirmjäger. They nearly get it with that next shot. One more maybe. Oh, they're going for it. They're chasing all the way. And they eventually do get it. Didn't have the machine gun upgrade on either of them. Which is why it took so long there. Momo's P4 eventually coming up here, but not much you can do about it. Oh, that's a fresh P4 in fact. Another P4's down the bottom. Almost got enough munitions for the Loiter. It's been still rolling up for that. Otherwise, this is definitely a very good time to chuck a whole bunch of mines down. But wants to make sure he's got enough munis. In fact, he's spent some munis on something. He's got side skirts coming in next.
They've taken our victory point.
I'll just retreat those guys. Okay, few LG40 shots coming in. Getting the easy 8s low, but there's 3 of them now. Oh! Really is wiped. Dead Pio next. LG40's rolling up on the Scott. He's doing some damage. And Kimmu doesn't have enough munitions to use the self-repair here. Oh no. Okay, drops the Loiter. And it's going to bail Momo out of trouble here. Ooh. It's a pretty good pass in. It's only going to be 1 though. 4s are in pursuit, but they're too slow. I do think that Loiter stopped Momo from losing his tanks. So he was in a bad spot there in the 3v2. That's not ideal. You want a little bit more value out of your Loiter
We're down to 300 points.
than that if possible. You want to kill or do some more damage to infantry. Maybe if it was like that Africa Corps AT Loiter and both AT planes came in, they probably could have killed one of these, but
Gone. We must take it back.
the Wehrmacht Loiter, 1 AI, 1 AT,
Reports of enemy
not
movement
as
near our
good, but
victory point.
Momo during all this has had good map control.
Deploying engineers
Been losing
now.
a few squads, but he's been doing very well in the VP situation. He's just about brought it back to level pegging. Oh man, I should have swapped the was it Alt Shift F? Is that what it is? Should have flipped the things. There we go. Now they're on the right side. I think I remember the hotkey.
Found the enemy line.
Here we go.
Taking crowd fire.
That makes more sense. Still not used to this new technology.
Disperse. Stay low.
Okay, now the P4 for Momo is looking to go head to head. These easy 8s. P4s, you know, they got the skirts, but still they're unfavored against the easy 8s. And especially if Kimmu's got all these, like, upkeep decreasing upgrades.
Don't move. Let him pass.
So the LG40s, snares, and mines are what's going to make the difference on Momo. And actually, Kimmu's picked up a second engineer himself here. He has been struggling on munitions, and you can see that. So he's not really able to get the mines down too much himself.
Half track moving to the line.
He's going for a half track. I'm guessing it's going to be a quad. That's going to suck a whole bunch more munitions down for him.
Enemy movement near a victory point. Crowds have taken victory
Okay, all the
point.
tanks
Now under enemy
starting
control.
to combine. Did he swap them with the flare? I don't think they got revealed as far as I could see.
Sector's been overrun. It's theirs now.
Either way, worked out pretty well there for Kimmu. Another harass onto the VP for Momo. He's just about to take the lead here, maybe. P4s. Well, we're not upgrading them with machine guns either. Trying to save his munitions, mines, and the Loiters. Pops the smoke down to try and complete the capture. Double easy 8s come up. Trigger a mine with a scatter shot.
Damn it! Someone get us out of here!
Pouring it on them. You gotta watch these engagements quite carefully because if you're Momo, this is maybe an engagement where you consider trying to throw a grenade to win the fight. So even though Kimmu is like favored to win, you still have to watch it because if your opponent's staying in an engagement like that, it's maybe because they're trying to pull a fast one on you, aka like throw a grenade to win the fight. So you can't just like go, okay, I'm favored, I'm going to win that fight. Just switch off my brain. You still got to watch them. If, you know, that unit's got a grenade or something like that.
Is under attack. We must act.
Especially with, you know, poor on active, can't move as quickly anymore. But nice minesweeping there for Kimmu. Situation where sometimes you might want to like try and defend your mines, but it looks like Momo going to come down the other side of the map. Easy 8s are heading out this way. I don't know if he's had any awareness of the P4 rotations, but he sees them now. Well, it was on prioritized vehicles for a little bit too long. Missed a few shot opportunities on the rifleman there. I thought maybe he's going to go in for a base inspection. Yeah, this is something, you know, drive into your opponent's base, knock out their mid tent, get out of there if possible. Maybe bring the LG-40s down here. Something to watch out for, but not opting for that. Especially if you can chuck like a couple mines down when you make a push like that. That's a very good move. Mid tent, maybe one of the easiest things to kill right now. So kkimmu at 99 pop, Momo at 91. He's side ticked and he's building a pack now.
Smoke says these aren't
Mine's
for
coming
us.
up for kkimmu as well.
We have the lead. Look alive,
Bit of a steering match here. Either player wanting to engage. Very high risk when you got 3 tanks v 3 tanks. The game can end in the blink of an eye like this. But Momo's going to have 3 AT guns. That's his X factor. kkimmu does have the quad for the planes eventually. But they'll still probably get 2 passes off each, so still quite strong from Momo. Comes up here with the sweepers.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory
Fours.
point.
I think those might be attack ground attempts.
Victory point now under enemy control.
Able to get some capping done though behind this. Again, Momo staying on prioritized vehicles for maybe a little bit too long. DCX rolling up for a counter attack. Got the triple AT guns there. Oh, this is a little bit clumsy from Momo though. Oh, he loses Pio on the edge cap.
Points is being neutralized.
And I don't think he got a single pass off from his planes. That was extremely suboptimal. He's rolling forwards though. Still pushing.
Defend our victory point.
Oh no, P4's taking some big damage. He's got the AT guns up here though, but I think they got revealed by being close to the capture circle. So it's not really a surprise. Ruckman coming in from the side. Didn't get a snare off though. Plane's either shot down or timing out, so
We're losing a fuel point.
well, has to get out of there. Is he going to try and muscle up here? He sets up with the AT gun. Only with the pack though, not with the LG-40s.
We've lost the territory sector.
LG-40s setting up now. Doing some damage on the Easy 8s. kkimmu has had better control of that high muni in the corner though, so he's got munitions to activate the auto heal.
All crews, repair and refit at once.
There he goes. Yeah, that was a bad start to the fight for Momo, for sure. For sure, a bad start to the fight.
Scout, loaded and
The
ready.
enemy is winning this fight.
A little bit slow pulling the trigger on that one. Does have quite a lot of manpower in reserve at this stage. Would it be worth chucking down a muni cache on this point over here? A lot of his firepower seems dependent on having that loiter available
200 points remaining
to
on our
swing the
front
fight
line.
in his favor, even though the quad is on the field. Might be worth it. This is the okay, he's going for officer's quarters, gets his pack faster vet, I suppose, or instant vet 1 if it gets decrewed. I imagine if he loses the LG-40s, he'll probably rebuild packs, so maybe he's looking to future-proof his army a bit with that upgrade. Speaking of LG-40s, there they are. Some decent hits in on the Easy 8. G guarding the VP over there, but the scout's probably going to spot him. Okay, P4's rolling up the hill. They're on prioritized vehicles. The scout sees them coming. One of the Easy 8's very low here. The LG-40's setting up. And he knocks out one.
German Easy 8 isn't hailing us. It's gone.
Okay, White Phosphorus out the back. The Easy 8's coming in. The P4's spinning around a bit there, getting stuck. While P4 goes down in return. The Phosphorus actually getting some juicy hits. Here comes a rifle squad. P4's in hot pursuit. Too slow though. Ooh, wasn't on prioritized vehicles. Turret facing the wrong direction here. Takes a snare. That's enough for engine damage. P4 out the back with the Vet 1 active. Oh, Easy 8's coming back in looking for the P4 kill, but the P4 didn't get activated on prioritized vehicles, shooting at the infantry still. That was a risky move from kkimmu coming back in with those low health tanks, but it pays off for him big time.
They're gonna overwhelm us!
Rifleman out the back did quite a lot of damage, a few decrews. But you can just see these LG-40s, they're not reliable enough. Not pinning enough to really swing the fights in Momo's favor. And kkimmu already rebuilt the Easy 8. Momo rebuilding his P4 as well, but so he's got a bit longer to go. Getting pretty close to another Loiter. Over halfway there. Kkimmu's got a huge amount of fuel, so he should really be focusing a lot on the munitions himself. Stops these Fallschirmjäger from getting control of them. P4s can get some pretty decent hits on with their main gun. So far, it doesn't look like that's been the case too much. Smoke out so he can cap maybe. EP situation still neck and neck. Very, very close competition. These advanced logistics coming out. I think he went for the health upgrade first, right? A little bit strange. Okay, there's the LG-40. ZX backing away. Oh, flare up. That's a really good use of the flare. Really, really good use of it. I think he's still got Fallschirmjäger coming in on the flare. This is where they are with the attack ground. A little bit slow attack grounding. Here he goes now with his AT guns. These Yates missed targeting. Pretty good fight overall from Momo there, thanks to those attack ground misses. He's got enough for another Loiter. P4's rolling down to the bottom. Oof. Big Counter-attack. These Easy 8s are pinning the P4 like almost every shot. I forget exactly how much pin the Easy 8 has.
Mine laid. Mine's planted. Greases, stand to. I shit you not. A whole boatload of
The enemy is stealing our munitions point.
Again, flares up through the middle. Folshimega this time round. Alright, Momo's pushing down the side. Scouts on
no route too challenging.
recon mode. Quick reactions from Kimmu.
Sector lost. No contact.
Another mine goes off on the VP. Okay, he's rotating back. The flares, I think they time out before they disappear, like quite a lot. Oh, here we go. Triple AT guns lining up some big hits on the tanks. And the low health one is the one getting hit by the Loiter as well.
Fallen into enemy control.
The other P4 was not really in position. They're going to take out
Repair and refit at once.
the fighting position.
Engineers taking losses here.
Yet's coming back in here. He's activated the auto repair, so the other Easy 8 out the back will eventually be able to come back into the fight.
Territory sector claimed by the enemy.
Popping the AP rounds. Easy 8's muffling up. One Easy 8 down. The AT guns are coming around the corner from Momo. He's trying to back away now. The AT guns getting involved. One more shot, and they do get it. Good trade so far for Momo.
Victory point is under enemy
2 for
control
1,
now.
but here come the riflemen. His AT guns are in a bit of trouble. Does have a machine gun back here, but that's about to get flanked. And the pack's in major trouble.
MG42.
It's gonna get grenaded. Okay, Momo's switching over to a Brumbier now.
Commander, the enemy holds all victory points.
It's a bit more reliable against the infantry. Oh wow, that strafe got shot down so fast.
Think they know we're here.
Kills off his own pack. Doesn't want that falling into enemy hands. The thing with the Brumbier is he's gonna need quite a lot of AT support for it if he's up against triple Easy 8s. At the moment, only one Easy 8.
Enemy contact. Oh shit.
So it should be alright. 2 P4s and 2 LG40s. Should be more than enough for one Easy 8. Still so close on the VPs as well. Feels like the impact of, you know, the fast decap, slow cap on the VPs being felt in this game to a huge extent.
Got a job for us?
A Sherman Easy 8 has arrived.
Making this
Give 'em
match
hell.
go for a lot longer.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Okay, he's got another Easy 8 scout popping up the flares. Done a really good job keeping both these scouts alive the whole match as well, by the way.
Where the hell did they come from? Ground fire! Rifle losing integrity.
Enemy forces are converging on a
Friendly
fuel
fire there on the rifleman. To eventually chase the Folshimega away.
point. Enemy movement near victory point.
It's the mine running in there. All he has to do is stay in there for the decap, though.
Christ!
They've captured a victory
Mission
point.
accomplished.
Commander, we've lost a sector.
Okay, the AT gun wall rolling up out the back. Very tense for Kimmu. Knows he constantly has to outposition and outmaneuver these AT guns. Can really weigh on you.
Mine's planted. Give him an answer, boys. Cover him.
Pour it on him here.
Got anything else for us?
Did their grenade timer just start up? They didn't throw a grenade, did they? Oh, maybe they hit fit 1. Vet 3, rather. Thought I might start. They just get like a free grenade immediately after hitting Vet 3, but maybe not. Bit of a steering match, neither player willing to commit. Momo's the one on the drain right now.
That's more like it. Sherman Easy 8 reporting in.
He's definitely got to play more concentrated. He's got to play around his AT guns. Whereas kkimmu can kind of spread out a bit more. kkimmu, this is a really good idea, smoking it up. Especially around the elevation, going to make it really difficult for these AT guns. There's the bomb. Come the P4s and the AT guns. Columbia shrugging off the easy 8 hits much better than the P4s were. P4s are going in though. The AT guns. The LG40's not quite in range, I don't think. Still a little bit further out the back. Use of the phosphorus here too. Right on top of the pack. Just absolutely nuking that pack with the phosphorus. That's gone. Great use of the Scott there in the late stages by kkimmu. Without the support of the pack, it's getting a bit dicey up here for Momo. Does have the Loiter. But wants to use it in a situation where he can like go for something, not just defensively to try and avoid losing. Okay, well here he goes. He drops the planes down. Pushing in a little bit, but
Enemy activity near our munitions point.
yeah, this is more of a okay. I'm just going to lock down this side of the map, claim the VP, regather my pack. Not really I'm going in for the kill scenario.
The enemy have taken territory from us. A victory point is under attack. We
Here's this
must
P4
act.
going. Maybe he's looking for capping infantry. By the way, fuel cache up for kkimmu. When did he put that up?
Victory point now under enemy control.
Notice. You would hope it was a long time ago because he's got 300 fuel.
Territory. Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
So 3 of the Loiter's gone now. That's the green light for kkimmu to get something going. But make sure you don't run into mines still though. Don't get too crazy. Making good use of the flares and the smoke as well on the scouts. Here he goes, flare up. AT guns not set up. He's rolling in. Smoking out maybe. The 2 P4s are isolated away from the AT guns. Great time for kkimmu to attack. He spotted for this with the flares. He knocks out the P4. Really good timing attack there from kkimmu. AT guns just a little bit too far away, and he's making good use of the smoke as well from the Scott.
We have 100 points remaining.
It's a well executed move. Well, we're going for another P4 immediately. Smoking out, looking to get the cap going over on this side. He's got a few squads out on this side himself. MG's right on the other edge. Going to be able to get the neutralize off though. Rifleman charging in, but uh-oh. Just ran into Momo's entire infantry army. And he's dead. And he drops a bar too. Wow, that's really big for Mo. Rotation of the easy 8s now. I'll pick that up. Met with the Stalemate. Here come the easy 8s. They are clapping back. Stalemate may be overstaying their welcome a bit here. Easy 8s a little bit slow on the chase, but here they go. Stalemate wipes. Oh, these easy 8s are hitting like a truck. Not much Momo can do about this. He's so reliant on his AT guns. He's just camping it up for the moment. Waiting for his P4s to build back. Looks like he's trading out his infantry now for pure tanks. But... yeah, well, but... will they be enough to defeat the Easy 8s? Looks like we're rebuilding that lost rifleman.
The lines are holding at 75 points.
Almost got enough for the Loiter again. Back with the camouflage boost, ready to go.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Okay, finds the LG-40s out the back. It's a good use of the infantry.
The victory point has fallen into enemy control.
But Kimmu's going in. Throws down the Loiter to completely shut this move down. This, I think, was a pretty solid use of the Loiter. He was about to get absolutely blasted up there. The P4s weren't quite close enough. Completely shuts down Kimmu's move there.
All crews, repair and refit at once.
Oh, Easy 8. This one goes maybe an unexpected path for Kimmu. He wanted to come around this corner, but he went around the front side, and now he's getting absolutely blasted. P4 train rolling through, knocks out one Easy 8. Oh, squeaks away with that one. P4s are still going for another Easy 8 kill, but this one gets around the corner. Rifleman coming up. We'll get some snares off. The good news for Momo is that most of these riflemen seem to have gone for pour it on them instead of sprints, so no sprint into snares. Okay. Easy. He hasn't really taken many engine crits on his tanks thanks to that. But here we go. Bunch of snares popping off there. Easy 8's just... oh. Surviving. So the P4s. Oh my goodness. Oh, so many tanks on almost zero health. Crazy. Bolshevik on the far side though. Looks like Kimmu's not watching. Ooh, rolls in with the Scott, knocks out the Poe, then knocks out the P4. LG4 is getting some shots on the Scott. Still surviving though, for now. All riflemen that are going in, they are dead. Hellcat dies. Is that to the pack? They're pushing up for more. Brings in the quad just in case. But you can see, as the dust settles, Kimmu's still quite far ahead in terms of population. Did still manage to keep two Easy 8s alive. He is hurting for repairs. He only lost that engineer. He doesn't have enough munitions and the cooldown for his auto repair, so he's going to be slow recovering from that fight. That's the silver lining for Momo as he falls way behind on population. But he's playing the VPs right now. It's neck and neck. He's got an okay position to defend this VP from. Attack rounds with the Brumbier should be pretty solid. Bolshevik jamming on this side. Brumbier lining up. That's a good shot in there. Able to get a snare off though. Ooh, that's engine damage. Easy 8's rolling in, two of them, but there's a couple AT guns back here. Drops into Fallschirmjäger. Just wants a little bit more right now. AT guns setting up. The Easy 8's could be in some trouble. Fallschirmjäger not getting in here for any Faust action. Brumbier dead. Oh, and the Easy 8 knocks out the pack before it can set up again. The P4 looking for a counterattack. Two of them, in fact. Easy 8 hanging on by a thread. Sure to go down. Here comes another Easy 8, but it's super low. He's taking a big risk bringing it in here. He's trying to repair through. Oh, the P4s this time hanging on by a thread. Absolute magic pixel. It does eventually die, but it allows the other P4 to flank the Easy 8. Strays are getting shot down in the blink of an eye.
Down to only 50 points.
Fortunately, maybe getting chased off by the rifleman, but almost the one who control the VPs after all of that. Still behind on population, but the Easy 8 is so low in health.
We have a Hellcat reporting for duty.
Won't be able to do much for quite some time. Momo looking to reclaim his pack out the top corner. His P4 still very healthy. Busting through the wreckage. Man, imagine a recovery vehicle in a situation like this, eh?
The men are faltering.
Maybe you did maybe a little bit too late in this particular scenario. Though it could, of course, repair up the Easy 8, so. I think it's more PopCap efficient to play this way with the auto repair. It means you can just squeeze out the super big late game army as USF. Momo just suicide squads in, trying to hold on to the VPs here for as long as possible. 14 points.
We've lost control of
That
the sector.
fast decap doesn't close the game out right there. Or maybe looking for a final shot. Not quite enough. Okay, LG-40 taken by kkimmu here. Oh boy, P4 hits a mine. That's the green light. Hellcat's rolling up here. P4. Oh, is that a heavy mine too? That thing is absolutely crawling. But the AT gun's back there. The Hellcat could be in some trouble. Pops the Vet 1 for the fast rate of fire on the P4. Look at the P4's rate of fire. The Hellcat couldn't get it done. Wow. Rifleman coming in for the snare to kill. Oh boy. Oh, what happened? No, it did go off. One thrown snare might have died. Bolshemega forcing a retreat. The other bar rifleman maybe too weak. Bolshemega going to get the decap off.
Victory point now under enemy control.
Oh, he's not quite behind sandbags. There he goes. The LG-40 coming up, but doesn't have vet. So it's just the auto attack, hoping to get lucky. Might, you know, clear off a sandbag. Scouts in here jamming, but Poe's coming up. Bolshemega just too strong for them. Here comes the Easy 8 though. He's got the quad up here as well. Could he lock down this side of the map with his vehicles? Poes do manage to get the cap off. 12 points remaining. He's a bit slow bringing the Easy 8 up here. He needs the Easy 8 in here faster. Poes running around, stalling in here for as long as they can. So the Bolshemega maybe going to tag him next. 7, 6. Oh, Bolshemega die. 5. Oh, 4. He stops the clock there. Bringing the Bolshemega. Got a nice strafe in there. Pins a whole bunch of stuff. But the clock is still stopped. Throws out a satchel. Ooh, got a pretty good connection there, actually. Scouts running around. He retreats with the engineers. Oh, I don't think that was the right move. Maybe it was a misclick? I don't know. Either way, that allows Momo to claim control of this.
Pull back for now.
And win the game. Oh, okay. That looked like a surrender. Thought I might be able to see the end game, but apparently not. Well, it was a tense one. A few of those early tank plays from Momo not really lining up correctly. Kind of not getting like a roll on with the P4s combined up with the Loiter attack. Maybe the first like 2 Loiters didn't really get much value because of that. kkimmu making some really good use of the scouts, the flares, the smokes, and the Scott, helping to nullify the AT guns of Momo. Kept this game super close. But do you see that Vet 1 rate of fire boost on the P4? Able to knock out that Hellcat, saving Momo big time there. A couple of those fights, you know, some of the tanks on really awkward amounts of health. I think one of them, because like a Scott landed partial damage on a tank. And that's why that P4 survived on a pixel during that other fight. Definitely made things awkward for kkimmu. But you can see really like neck and neck fight in terms of KD. Momo having the double manpower cheats definitely helps you keep up with the USF manpower cheats in the late game. But yeah, wow, longest game maybe, I think, I've cast of CO3. Maybe somewhat the side effect of that fast decap, slow cap on the VPs. I think it's a real grinding match, this one. But yeah, I maybe would have liked to see Momo try to go for like a full push down into kkimmu's base. Bring his AT guns up, knock out his mentent, maybe bait those easy 8s into a bad position when you set up all your AT guns there, expecting the counterattack. That's what I would have gone for. You guys know me, I love going in for those mid-tent kills. Always looking for it. It's one of my favorite moves. Bit of base attack action. I enjoy it a lot. As for kkimmu, yeah, I mean, he played pretty well throughout the whole match. Just needed a little bit more momentum in one or two of those fights, and he could have got the job done. Really, really close one. GG. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.